Hello everybody and welcome to our next playthrough series. Our next playthrough series, not that we're done with Super Mario Odyssey, but our next playthrough series is, as you can see, Luigi's Mansion 2 HD. We are going to be starting a brand new file. I'm not going to say we're going to go for 100%. We're going to get all of the upgrades. We're going to collect every piece of the Dark Moon and try to get some of the best ranks. Today we'll be playing through World 1, and in the next episode we'll do the next world, and so on and so forth. Alright, we're going to start File 1. I guess all the ghosts are friendly now. We're very friendly in Luigi's Mansion, though. And King Blue has to go and ruin it. And split the Dark Moon into several pieces. And now an eerie fog covers the whole land. Luigi's Mansion 2 HD. Luigi! I need your help, Sonny. It's an emergency. The ghosts have gone hostile. Oh, what are you doing on the floor? Never mind that. I'm repairing the pixelator. Hold still, young feller. Here we go! Greetings, Luigi. I knew our paths would cross again. You seem a bit tense, son. Relax. We're perfectly safe here in this impenetrable bunker. Anywho, it's been too long, my boy. What have you been up to? I imagine you've been off adventuring with that daredevil brother of yours. Me? Oh, I've just been continuing my research on paranormal happenings and whatnot. In fact, after our last encounter, I became somewhat of an authority in the field. But enough about that. Let me fill you in on our ghostly predicament. See that on the screen? That there is the Dark Moon. It's a mysterious celestial body that has a pacifying effect on all of the ghosts in Evershade Valley. When I heard about it, I jumped at the rare chance to study ghosts in a peaceful environment. It was incredible, my boy. I was doing some of the best research of my long and storied career. That is, until something snapped inside the ghosts and they suddenly got all hostile. It got so bad I had to escape from the gloomy manor and hide here, where the ghosts can't find me. Of course, I'm not one to sit around and twiddle my thumbs. I wanted to know why the ghosts freaked out. So I settled in and did some research to figure out what happened. That's when I discovered something truly astonishing. The dark moon had vanished from the sky. And on top of that, the whole Evershade Valley had become enveloped in an eerie fog. Now, I can't be sure, but I think the disappearance of the dark moon is what caused all this mess. And what a mess it is. If we don't do something about it, the ghosts might leave this valley and terrorize the world beyond. Worse still, my research will have to go to waste. We can't let that happen, my boy. Now, I've got good news and I've got bad news. Wait here. The good news is that I found a fragment of the dark moon nearby. But the bad news is that I found a fragment of the dark moon nearby, meaning the thing's broken. And this dark moon piece seems to be corrupted by some sort of energy. I reckon it's a disruptive energy that surpasses the dark moon's ability to pacify ghosts. But lucky for us, I've got inventions for all kinds of situations. Stand back, Sonny. There we go. I've done it, Luigi. It seems to have regained its original power. And did you hear that whooshing noise outside, youngster? Let me check my instruments. Criminy! All the fog around this bunker is gone. Quick, let's take a look at a map of Evershade Valley. Luigi, do you know what this means? We should be able to reach the Gloomy Manor now. But more importantly, it means that restoring the Dark Moon will solve all our problems. If we find all the Dark Moon pieces, the fog in the valley will vanish and the ghosts will return to normal. But until then, all those ghosts will need to be contained. That's where you come in, Luigi. Why, you're the best ghost wrangler I know, son. Oh, goodness. Consistently, I did not say that right. I apologize. You're also the only ghost wrangler I know. So, what do you say, young feller? Will you help me capture the ghost and restore the Dark Moon? Haha, of course you will. It'll be just like old times. If we are to restore the Dark Moon, we'll need to get you properly equipped in. I've got just the device for the job, but I left it in Gloomy Manor. Mind fetching it in for me, Sonny? What are you scared of, Sonny? It's just a few harmless ghosts. Well, a few hundred ghosts. And they're not exactly harmless. But looky here, with my brains and we're in a bit of a pickle here, aren't we? Well, the only way out of this mess is to restore the Dark Moon, which means you're going to need some ghost hunting gear, son. But wouldn't you know it, I left my new Poltergust 5000 somewhere inside of Gloomy Manor. So now that I've cleared that blasted fog from around the place, I'm sending you in after it. Look familiar? This customized DS has an interactive map of Gloomy Manor on it. It will also allow me to communicate with you while you're exploring. And it's mighty dark in there, so you'll want this flashlight. Okay, youngster, let's test the DS. Alrighty, I'm gonna go ahead and mark an important location for you. That's the garage. I think that's where I left the Poltergust 5000. You ready, son? I'll zap you to Gloomy Manor with my new and largely untested pixelator. Let's hope all the pixels make it this time. Hold on to your mustache. Alright, our first stage. Luigi, come in. Luigi, you there, young feller? Ah, there you are. I was worried that the battery died on the DS, but I turned the screen brightness down, so it should be good for a while. You look a little bit nervous, son. Try to loosen up a bit. Besides, tiptoeing about won't get us anywhere. You can run by holding B while walking. Now get a move on. Alright, let's do this. Hold up just 1 second. Oh, goodness. Alright. I'm faster than a rat. Means now I can enter the mansion. Here we go. We'll watch the key animation twice because this is a special key animation, and we'll watch the basic one once, and then we'll skip the rest of the key cutscenes from here on out. Alright, now we gotta go in here. We gotta look in here. There we go. I forgot E-Guy has to call me every 5 minutes. Ah, you found it. Good work, Luigi. That there is the new and improved Poltergust 5000. It's simple to use. Just hold down ZR to vacuum. Before you go hunting ghosts, why don't you test it out in some of the junk in that room? Go on, give her a whirl. Keep forgetting I can use my controller to uh, use the joystick to use the vacuum, and I can use motion controls. Not that anybody would want to use motion controls, but I mean, if you played the DS version, then you kind of have an idea of what I'm talking about. Also, another thing, I know that the thumbnail is gonna say 100% ish, means I'm kind of gonna go out of my way to collect a bunch of different things. Am I gonna collect all of the stuff? Probably not, because there is a lot of collectibles in this game. I might go back. Well, after we beat the game, we'll go back and we might get some of the gems and stuff that we missed. But we are not going to be going out of our way to get gold medals. Just for a heads up. How are you liking the Poltergeist 5000 so far, Luigi? Not too shabby, huh? Just wait until you catch some ghosts with the thing. In fact, there should be a few nearby. Oh, and I know but you young fellers are all about learning by doing, but you really should take a look at the guide. Just open the pause menu with plus, and then select guide. You'll thank me later. I already know how to play the game, EGAD. I've played both of these versions. I've played the Dark Moon on the 3DS, and I've played 2 HD. And I know there's a key up here. Alright, so we can get 2 keys. I think there's a... Alright, so we're gonna... That's gonna put some money out. Another thing about this game is that, we can upgrade our poltergeist by collecting money. So in some of these videos, once we get towards the end, you might see me grinding out a lot for money, and this is the stage I go back to grind out for money. So if later in this series we go and we use this to grind out for some money, you'll know why. These 2 coins. There we go. That's the regular key animation. I'm only gonna watch it once. I'm gonna try to get through World 1 today, but some of these stages can take a little bit, so, am I gonna try? Yes. Am I making any promises? No, because, these levels can take a while. Okay, I think I remember what I have to do here. Yeah. I just spin the chandelier down, and then quickly run down the stairs so I can get the stroll ball. And then I can access the next room. I mean, why can't I fight any ghosts without the stroll ball? Because, I mean, in Luigi's Mansion 1 you can. Luigi, did you see that green circular panel on the wall? It unlocks the door. All you've got to do is flash it with the... Criminy! The Poltergeist 5000 is missing the stroll bulb. You won't be able to open the door without it. Those pesky ghosts must have hid it somewhere. It looks like a little green light bulb. Find it. Post haste. It's a good thing I know exactly where it's at. Alright, so we gotta... Alright, we gotta... There we go.
Yeah. Ho ho. Yeah. Oh. Ha ha. Oh. Oh yeah.
Whoa there, feller, don't go flashing yourself with that. The strobe bulb isn't a toy, it's a powerful tool. For one thing, it can activate any of my inventions that feature green circular panels. And it's mighty easy to use. Just aim and press A to flash. Try it on the nearby door. Alright. There we go. Oh, goodness gracious, Egad. That's the ticket, Sonny. But there's more. The strobe bulb allows you to stun ghosts by flashing them. Only then can they be captured. Got that? Now, go give those paranormal dust bunnies what for. I think I found the ghost. I think you guys can probably tell why I say this is my money farming stage. Because there's just so much cash everywhere. I didn't even take a single hit. I don't need no hearts. Extra coin. Now there's extra ghosts here. Almost took a hit on level 1. And here goes Egad calling us again. That's the spirit, Luigi. Literally. Haha. Just like old times, eh, feller? Alright, that's enough for now. I'll bring you back to the bunker. Mission accomplished. Alright, silver medal, not bad. 5 minutes and 57 seconds beat for that level. Alright, back to Egad. You made it back, and with all of your pixels too, to boot. Good work, Sonny. We might just make it out of this mess. Let's see what you sucked up with the Poltergeist 5000. See if we can get upgrades for our Poltergeist. Incredible. I'll start studying these ghosts post-haste. Eh? Wondering where that pipe goes? All the stuff you collect goes to the super safe vault below. It's a good idea to visit it often and check your progress and see the results of my studies. I've got ghost descriptions, hints, even each ghost's spectral mass. Knowledge is power, after all. Okay, I'll scan the gloomy manor in search of paranormal signals. I reckon the ghost that took the other dark moon pieces is hiding in there. Now that you've properly equipped it, let's find those dark moon pieces. Paranormal readings are stronger in the north rooms of the gloomy manor, so we should start our search there. Ready for some more action? Ah, you're a courageous lad. You know, you remind me of myself at your age, feller. Haha, those were the days. Anywho, we need to start searching for the rest of the Dark Moon. Luckily, I've got just the invention to make our job easier. I call it the periscope, a tiptoe device that, a tip-top device that detects and measures distant paranormal signals. In fact, I just used it to scan Gloomy Manor, and I found some strong activity in the north rooms. That's where we'll start our search. Haha, you haven't changed a bit, my boy. There's no reason to be scared now that you're equipped it with my mighty Poltergust 5000. Now details. There's a mechanism that controls the access to that section. The access mechanism is in the foyer. I'll give you instructions once you get there. Alright, so we just gotta return back to the foyer. But we might try to look around just a little bit and see if we can find a gem or two. Because you never know. Got all that? Good. Now gotta move on. Alright, level 2, here we go. Apologize for the home menu. I'm sorry. I didn't even mean to click my home button. Alright, let's check this room because I know this room had a strobe bulb. Yep. Alright, I think there is a gem over here somewhere. Let's see. Yep, right there. There we go. Now we're gonna get a call. Here we go. Doing some gemstone hunting on the side, eh, feller? Can't say I blame you. Those gems are one of a kind. Worth a fortune, I reckon. But remember, you've got a job to do. You'll have time to look at your gems later in the vault. Carry on, youngster. Alright, here we go. Okay, so we got one gem so far. Now, I do not remember much of this game because I played it and I literally think of June of last year. And I haven't really touched it since. I don't remember much. Alright. So we're gonna have to chase those ghosts down that have the gears. I couldn't even take one step. Dag blasted ghosts. Luigi, those brutes just stole the gears from the access mechanism I told you about. I'll use the periscope to find them. Then you can use the map on the DS to hunt them down. Ha! The terrified look in your eye just gave me a great idea. From now on, I'm going to call the DS, this is genius, the dual screen. Dual screen. You'll want to open up the map in the dual screen, and you'll use it to locate the brute ghosts in the West Wing. The map has a whole slew of features, so be sure to mess around with it later. But for now, get those gears back. Look lively. Alright. Yep. Alright, now we gotta chase down Mr. Ghost. Run. Run, Luigi! Run! Got him. That's probably going to be the easiest ghost battle that we ever run into, or it's just one. Don't think we can enter this room, can we? Yeah, we can. Oh, we can. Alright, there's our first gear. How'd I take a hit? Alright, there ain't nothing in there. So this is the room that's blocked off. No. Yes. I thought so. Okay, meaning I had to go upstairs. Oh, come on, bro. There we go. It's locked. Okay, then. Oh wait, hang on. Hold up. We can go in here. I don't know how I'm so dumb I missed that, but... Yep, there is ghosts in there. Yep, there's the key. I was just too stupid to look in here. Why? Because that's just how I am. Alright, now we can use this door. Then we jump on here. And of course, there's never just a bed. It has to flip us over into the next room. Alright, there's our second gear. Ah, this time. Oh, you dumb thing, man. I almost said you thing. Alright, come on, big guy. Alright, there's our third gear. Yep, there we go. Next gem. Or not next, but our next gem. Alright. Now we can head to the final room and get our final gear, and then I think that's the end of this mission. I think we might try for another mission or two. I don't know if we're going to be able to do the whole world today. We might do part of the world because this is taking a little bit longer than I expected it to. Come here, big guy. Alright, there's our final gear. You guys probably gonna call us about it. Yep. Like clockwork. Luigi, how goes it, my boy? You found all 4 gears that quick? Well, you got there in the end. Good work, Sonny. Now head back to the foyer and put the gears back into the access mechanism. Let's see what this thing does first. Another gem. Pretty simple. Alright, now let's head back down to the foyer. So I can get these gears turned back in, so we can get on with the next mission. Why the long face, Luigi? Well, genetics, I suppose. Criminy, the gears don't fit into the mechanism? Those brute ghosts must have bent them or something. I suppose I'll have to repair them in order to make them work. Well, at least you recovered all of them. And it looks like you've captured some very interesting ghosts. I can't wait to check them out. I'm bringing you back now. Alright, another silver medal. Not bad. Good work, Luigi. I knew I should have called you first. Let's have a look at those gears. I'll come up with something to make them work again. Now, let's unload the Poltergeist 5000 and see what kind of ghostly goodies you got. New gem, new gem, new gem. New ghost, and more treasure. Significantly less than from the first mission, but I was right. These new ghosts are very interesting indeed. Such spectacular specimens. And they won't be making any more trouble for us now that they're in the vault. In the vault, you can review all the types of ghosts that you've captured. And while you're there, feel free to read my research notes on their ghostly behavior. Analyze the paranormal signatures of ghosts. Also helps me fine-tune the old periscope. Now skedaddle. I need to figure out a way to make these gears work again. Quiet, please. According to the periscope, the ghostly activity in the north section of the Gloomy Manor is increasing. Now that you've recovered the gears, we should be able to investigate. Hey there, Luigi. Now, where were we? Oh yes, the access mechanism in the foyer. Here you go. Use this crank to operate the access mechanism. Once you do that, you'll be able to access the north rooms of the Gloomy Manor. Criminy, you hear that? The periscope is picking up an audio signal from the very same area we're trying to reach. Let's see here. It's music. How odd. If I remember rightly, there's a grand piano in the library. Maybe a ghost is playing around on it. Anywho, let me just mark where you need to head on the old dual screen map. Luigi, this is the strongest paranormal signal we've seen yet. With a signal that strong, I reckon the ghost playing the piano might be giving orders to the other ghosts. No time to waste, my boy. Get to the library and catch that ghost. Alright, mission 3. Also, I apologize if this video is a longer video because, I mean, it's a longer game and the missions take a decent amount of time. And we started a new file, so there was a bunch of cutscenes and dialogue and stuff to read and watch. Alright, so now we gotta use the crank in the foyer. The nights are gone. Investigate the music in the library. Alright, that was pretty simple. There we go. We captured big guy. Maybe some moolah in the safe. Yep. Let's see, what did I take damage from? That it was the rat on the floor above me. Alright, we gotta defeat this ghost. There we go. Now there's 2 more. Got him.
Oh, yellow.
You okay, Luigi? You got me worried for a minute there, kiddo. Those big-brained ghosts sure put up a fight. The way that they're throwing all those books at you reminded me of my college professors. Anywho, I'll bring you back now so I can study those magnificent specimens.
Oh, yes.
I think that was the quickest mission of the whole video. Yeah, 3 minutes. And we still got a 2-star rank. Not horrible, but I felt we could have. I feel like if we didn't lose so much health, maybe then that could have been a 3-star. Or a gold medal. Whichever way you want to word it. Hello, Luigi. Good to see you back in one piece. Alright, we got that. We got some more treasure, which, like I said, again, is significantly less than mission 1. What was that, mission 4? Or was that mission 3? Those brainly poltergeists sure are strong, but they don't seem to be in charge of the other ghosts. I reckon they're still worth studying, though. It's just so fascinating how some ghosts can evolve into more advanced forms. I don't fully understand the nature of their power, but I will one day. That will be my legacy in the world of paranormal science. And you, Luigi, once this is all over, you'll finally step out of your brother's shadow and be recognized as a true hero. Alright, that was only mission 3. I thought that was mission 4. Criminy! Someone's been casting illusions in Gloomy Manor. We'll need my dark light device to see through this hooey. I'm pretty sure I left it in the lab. I tell you, Luigi, some things in this world are just too strange to be real. Some are real, of course, but some are illusions. Here, I've got something to show you. This is a spirit ball. A paranormal specimen with the ability to cause illusions, and someone is releasing a whole mess of them inside of Gloomy Manor. That's why some of the objects in there, even whole suits of armor, have suddenly vanished. But trust me, they're still there. Luckily, I created a special Poltergeist 5000 or Poltergust 5000 attachment a while back that will help us. I call it the Dark Light device. It's a nifty little doodad able to break illusions, such as objects that have been turned invisible. But with all the ghosts gone hostile, I haven't been able to return to my lab to retrieve it. Goodness gracious. But now that you're here, you can get in there and grab it. You'll find the dark light device attached to its charging station. It should be fully charged by now. Okay, I'm sending you in. Prepare to be pixelated. Alright, let's go and find the dark light device. Seems like the knights are back. Alright, let's get over there. Now they're gonna turn the door invisible.
Yellow.
Luigi, am I seeing this right? Did the lab's door just disappear? It must have been haunted by spirit balls from inside the room. I'm sure there's another way into that room. Yeah, probably from the second floor. More ghosts. We saw this cutscene already. Oh my goodness, open the drawer. There we go. Has to be some way. Let me get down to the lab from here. Yep, there we go. So now we can get down to the lab. Okay, come on, Luigi, stop getting stuck on things. Alright, there we go. Luigi, whoever is releasing those spirit balls is somehow able to avoid the periscope. Wait, is that? You found the dark light device. Good work, my boy. Try it out with Y. I'm sure there's an illusion somewhere in that room. There we go. Excellent, Luigi. I won't have to ask you to leave now because you've already shown yourself the door. Now then, have you been hearing that creepy laughter? Whoever is releasing these spirit balls seems to be enjoying himself. I'm not having any luck with the periscope, so it's up to you to find him and put a stop to him. Capture whoever. Okay, so is there like a... Gotta go up to floor 2. I think I remember where this thing is at. I'm not 100% sure though because I haven't played this game in a while. Where is it? I don't remember. Oh wait, it's probably. Yep, it's over here. This is probably gonna be our last stage of the video. I apologize that we can't wait, can I not? Okay, so the ghost is in there. I apologize that we're not gonna be able to play through all of World 1, because after this I think we have 2 more stages, and we're not gonna. Oh, come on, man. Alright, I think maybe we gotta take the downstairs route then. Because I know there's stuff down there too, so that's probably what we gotta do, is we gotta go down here and then go up here. And then over here. We can get this key. In case we need it, in case this door over here is like locked or something. Alright, now we can. Yep, it was locked. So now we can enter this door. Alright, so now we can. Nope, it's locked. Of course it is. Alright, I mean the key is down here somewhere. Hang on. There we go. Got ourselves another gem. There we go. There's our key. So now we can go in here. Skip that because we've seen that like 10 times now. Alright, there we go. Meaning we now gotta head up here. Yep.
Yellow.
You okay, Luigi? Criminy, what in tarnation was a Boo doing here in the valley? Good thing you had the dark light device with you, or you'd have been in real trouble. Let's get you out of there. Hold on tight.
Oh, yes. I did it.
Alright, that's probably going to be our last stage for this video. We'll let the rest of the dialogue and stuff play out. But after that, we're done. For today, we'll be back again another day with more. But for right now, that's probably going to be it. Excellent. I'm positively tickled that my dark light device worked. Another gem, another Boo, or not another Boo, but we got our first Boo. We are close to getting our first upgrade. We unlock Scare Scraper. This hair-raising high-rise full of ghostly challenges awaits you and your fellow ghost hunters. Access it from the bunker. It's concerning to find a Boo in the Gloomy Manor. Boos always spell up trouble, especially if they gang up. If you see any more, be sure to capture them right away. I have a special container just for Boos down in the vault. Funny story, actually. You may remember that I used to have a device called the Portrificate. Huh? Hold up a second. The periscope is acting up. Something isn't right, Luigi. The signals from Gloomy Manor are... Give me a minute. I need to figure this out. Alright guys, that's going to do it for me for today. But if you did enjoy the video, please like and subscribe. We are trying to hit 1,000 subscribers by the end of the year. If you would like to be a help in that journey to get there, then like and subscribe and ding the notification bell so you never miss a video from me. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. Hope you have a great day, and I will see you in the next stream, short, or video. Peace out.